JT Show.
Oh, hey, what's going on, you sexy beasts, and welcome to another episode of the Smash JT Show, my weekly episodic adventure talking about divisive issues in the video game industry and beyond sometimes. It airs every Friday, 8 a.m. Pacific Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Real quick, want to get this out of the way, I got some brand new Smash JT merchandise up in the Spreadshirt shop. I'll put the link down below. The Sexy Beast line of clothing is there. We got mugs, t-shirts, mouse pads, phone cases, everything you could possibly think of. It is in there. Check it out, and if you find something interesting, maybe buy it. Now, as far as this episode's concerned, I'm going to be talking about something going on with YouTube, and it seems to be getting perpetually worse as time goes on. And that is, now I know we've talked about the John Hancock situation with too many YouTubers, and I already said there are not too many YouTubers. I feel like the platform should be open to everybody and available for whoever wants to make videos. With that being said though, the market is becoming flooded with very similar videos from everybody. And I don't blame the creators for doing this. In fact, they're only doing what they have to do to get noticed in the YouTube algorithm. You see, how YouTube is working right now and the way the layout is, evergreen content is really only successful if your channel already has an audience. If you're a small YouTuber, you're looking to grow, you're not going to get noticed. Nobody's going to watch any of your stuff unless you're making something that gets swung into the algorithm and shown to people after they watch a bigger video. And this is the problem coming from YouTube. And I gave an example on Twitter the other day as far as what happened with the Nintendo Direct and how it was delayed due to a horrific earthquake in Japan with a landslide killing tons of people and having a ton of effect in that area there. Very tragic and very good thing that Nintendo did delay it. But then the onslaught of videos came from YouTubers saying Nintendo Direct delayed, Nintendo Direct earthquake, all these things about the Nintendo Direct being delayed. And I'm thinking to myself, couldn't this be something that's like a one line on Twitter or an update on Nintendo? Like anyone who follows Nintendo on Twitter or any prominent magazine sites on Twitter or even on their own websites would get this information just by clicking on it and seeing that. I don't know if it necessarily necessitates making a video about that. But then again, in order to grow on YouTube, you need to make content that continually gets spewed out into the algorithm for people to see. And I found this happening with my channel when I first got started, where I was making videos that I had a real passion for. I was doing reviews of games like Track and Field on the original PlayStation 1, or Final Fantasy, or even Booger Man on the Super Nintendo, and those videos got maybe 50 views. Maybe. I mean, honestly, some of them are still at like 25 views. And I put a ton of work into those videos, and they just never got found because nobody's searching for Booger Man on the Super Nintendo or Track and Field on the PlayStation 1. And if anyone's searching for Final Fantasy VII reviews, they're going to find about 10,000 of them before they find mine. So the problem with YouTube is there's too many videos talking about the same topic. And in order to grow, you need to make videos that piggyback off of the bigger channels that are making those videos already. So I don't necessarily blame the creators, like I said. They're more a victim of circumstance, of the cog in the machine to keep YouTube turning. And it's very frustrating to me personally as a creative person and as a video creator to feel like I'm stuck in this wheel where I just got to keep putting these videos out in news, and here's what's going on with Nintendo today. And it's not necessarily what I care about. I mean, I do care about it, but it's not something I have a passion to make a video on. I'd rather be making videos on skits and funny things and interesting things that nobody else is doing. But in looking at my past history and views of my videos, they're horrible. Even though I feel like the content I'm producing is well done and above average, and almost on par with some of the gigantic channels. Maybe I'm giving myself a little too much credit, but in all honesty, the originality is lost on YouTube. I truly feel that because YouTube is pushing the news agenda. They want now. They want eyes on their website, and they know that the eyes that are coming to watch it are going to want information that's timely, punctual, and up to the moment. And I really don't know if necessarily that's a good direction for YouTube to be headed. In the long run, I feel like it's going to burn a lot of people out and ultimately hurt the machine. But as of right now, I really feel like that's all that YouTube is going to be doing. And until anything changes, that's the way it's going to be. But I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this, especially your perspective on something like the Nintendo Direct, where people talk about the date of the Nintendo Direct, when it's going to be coming, and then people give prediction videos about what games and systems or random announcements are going to be in them, and then they actually talk about live streams and live streaming the event, which I have done a few times. Then they talk about videos talking about how they've been delayed and how an earthquake pushed it back, and then they talk about what's going to happen next. And then the machine kind of starts all over again once Nintendo's going to set another date for the next Direct, and everything's going to be coming out. And in the meantime, leaks from this present Direct that were supposed to already come out are going to be seeping out throughout the week until the actual Direct falls because of the delay. So people will be making videos on the leaks as well. And maybe people want to see that. I mean, obviously they're getting a lot of views, so there are a lot of eyes on these. But I wonder at what point people will start to question what they're even watching, and if it's something they want to continue watching, or if it's going to turn them off from watching more videos going forward. But let me know your thoughts on this, because in all honesty, I want to do what my passion is, but I also want to make sure what I'm making is in line with the audience and what you're expecting out of me. Do you want me to cover the news the day it happens, or would you prefer me do my own thing and make more skits even if they're not really bringing in the views? I'd be very interested to hear what you guys have to say about me personally and YouTube in general as a platform. And that's where I'm going to end this week's episode. I just wanted to give a quick synopsis of what I feel like is going on with YouTube, my concerns with it, and if I'm completely off base, or if you guys agree with me. I'd be interested to hear about that. Before I end the episode, I want to say thank you again to all you generous Patreons out there that support the channel. If you're interested in joining them for as little as $1 a month, hit that Patreon link. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe. And if you missed last week's video, I'll put a link to it right here. That's all I got for you guys today. And again, thank you so much for watching, and you stay sexy.